Call the meeting to order at 10:03 hours. Roll call.
David Turley,
Present.
David Call,
Here.
Sheriff Eggleton,
Here.
Drew Pack, Destiny Newcomb,
Here.
Rob Van Natter.
Here.
We have a quorum.
Make a motion to approve the minutes as posted. I'll second the motion.
Have a motion, have a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Good, thank you. Let's get there. Do any citizens here would like to speak? All comments be directed to the agency. Please request be recognized by the chairman. And public hearing is held to receive comments and not a forum for debate.
Okay, so we don't have any citizen comments relative to anything that's not on the agenda. And the photos, everybody, they are file, PowerPoint photos. Yeah. We're going to go ahead and start with unfinished business.
Okay. First on the agenda is day case 2025-05. This property is located at 7859 Tays Valley Road in Scott Depot. The board voted to forward this matter to the county commission at the last meeting due to the lack of progress or improvement at the site. The landowner was notified of that choice and contacted staff and requested to be heard by the Daea board and has addressed the overgrown vegetation on the property. Recent pictures were taken on September 19th showing that the issue with the dilapidation at that property has been resolved.
Is there anybody here to speak on this?
Mr. Thomas?
I'm sorry, I can't hear you very
That's okay. You're up, sir.
Hard to hearing you.
Well, that grass grew up a little bit, but last conversation I had, I believe, was with you, sir, and I explained to you all that I cannot get to the property to work on it until winter time, and I'm not planning on taking my full 2 years since the permit was issued for it. But with that being said, I was under the impression that y'all said if I hold 1 or 2 loads in 90 days, I would be in violation, I wouldn't have to be wasting my time out here today. Well, I hauled not 2 loads, but I hauled 12 loads. 2 loads, which I have lot purchased, but on each side of the creek, and ready to put my pipe in. Other than that, I let the grass grow a little bit high, which along with everybody else on the pavement, with a lot of other people. But in the meantime, I have cut grass. So I'm counting on my here, my grass got off.
You didn't have to come if you just address it to me. Didn't have to come if you took care, if you had taken care of it. Which it appears that you have taken care of the additional problem. And we understand that it will take time.
Yeah.
But I will ask you, what's the home farm?
What's the bond?
What's the home farm thing?
That's an option I'm kicking around. Well, here's the thing, I have a heck of a time putting in a local home drivers. I feel like I'm going to be forced to do that. First of all, what am I in violation of? That's what I like to know.
Okay, so when the complaint came in for the property, it was regarding overgrown vegetation and debris on the property. And so at the last meeting, it was discussed that the maintenance of the property would need to be ongoing while your project is there. So the overgrown vegetation has to stay maintained even while you're making progress on the development that you're going to have on that property. The other part of that complaint was the abandoned mobile home. that was left on the property, which is something we're trying to work to get a permit for, but currently it's still abandoned.
And I've got several issues there. Here's where I'm at. I don't know who all is, I've got one guy made me an offer on the property last week. I've got my neighbor wants to put in an ice cream shop. I've got the two other officers, the offers is, well, have not received yet. One is a school teacher, he's going to put his private art studio in for his private self. I got a guy who wants to put townhouses in, he wants to spend $1 million on the property. And here's where I'm at. I've been offered $90,000 for the property. If I get pushed anymore and any more aggravation on this, I feel like I'm being very aggravated over cobblestone complaining. I'm a contractor, I'm pretty well off. I'm the largest metal roofing contractor in West Virginia. And I do a lot of other things other than metal roofing. And here's where I'm at. I'm about ready to start take all the junky off-road equipment and trailers and pipes from my farm so that I and my wife don't have to look at it as part of my business and just store them all down there and then done and over with this. Now, here's the thing. This hit Facebook 2 days ago, private site. No one can see it. Well, I know a lot of people on Rocky Step, so I was invited into the Facebook thing. Right now, I've not got into the Facebook thing, but the whole sales are going through the roof. I only had 20 hogs sold in the last 2 days. I sold 24 more. So I'm about 44 hogs sold. If I put hogs in there, it's going to be 100 head. So y'all tell me, what do y'all want me to do? Here's the thing, if you quit pushing on me, I don't want to drive by.
First of all, we don't file these complaints, okay?
You what?
We don't file the complaints. We hear the complaints.
Yeah.
All right? So the pushing may come from the board holding people to rules, but it comes from the people that live in here. Okay, so don't assume that this board is general pushing.
She's done told me a half a dozen times, and told me I'm in violation, and she's wanting to take it to a higher court. And I said, I feel that I'm not violating. I'm doing from
Have
the
you-
people that I went.
Yeah, you can talk to me about that whole stuff. That's really not about, this isn't Daea stuff we're talking about right now. As I told you when you came in,
She said I'm in violation, that's what we're here today, ain't it?
well, we're talking about Daea, we're not talking about anything else. But now, as far as the mobile home, we can get that taken care of.
Is any way we can all turn that, the echo or something? I can't hear.
Yeah, you and I can work together and get that mobile home taken care of, the permitting for that mobile
Okay,
home.
here's the thing with the mobile home, it still don't belong to me. I was thinking about selling, here's the thing, I'm trying to help the less fortunate people out here. She won't sell me a permit, you won't sell me a permit to set my own mobile home up on my own land.
I told you we're gonna take care of that, you and I can take care of that today.
Here, I like to clear all this out.
Okay.
And this is the issue, because here's the thing, I gotta go back to work, I still go with the come back down here again. So I tried to sell the land on under contract to one of my employees, send him down here to get permit, she refused to permit, because I don't already have the land put in his name. I'm not putting the land in his name until the land is paid for. Me and him had legal binding document notarized, he's gonna make me monthly payments. She shut him down as of right now. I don't need the property, I don't need the money. Whole farm, I can do easy. I got a cattle farm. I don't know, Mr. Engel, I hear you're a farmer. If I don't go to the whole farm, I gotta live here. I like to get you. All my cattle people, they want hogs too. I don't want the same.
I sell both. I sell both. And you know as well as I do, that location right there ain't good for farming. That's just a, by God, I'll show you
I
different.
thought all hogs needed was just fencing.
Now, you know better. You're just saying, hey, if I got y'all push me, I'll put a hog farm there. And I know what you're doing, okay? So as a businessman,
You
you,
know what? I've got a lot of hogs and some people told me man of fire, so it's the signs in the paper.
here's,
So, I've done that.
you're a businessman, so let me give you something you already know. So, if you got offers and you don't want the headache and you ain't got time to come here and deal with this, sell it.
Well, you know what? You're a businessman, don't take the first offer you got.
I got it.
The other 3 offers, they're still waiting to hear from me. I'm not spitting the price out. They're gonna have to offer me a price.
I understand.
One of them is my neighbor. He told me 2 weeks ago, he said, Donnie, first evening you get home early, we're gonna have a sit down. I said, what we sitting down about? He said, about that property on one night. I ain't been home before 7 o'clock at night in the last 2 weeks, so me and him ain't talking about it.
Well, business is
But here's
good.
the thing, as a businessman and well-off businessman, I can just run all my equipment down on Saturday and leave my mobile home down there, and all my equipment's sitting down there Saturday, and I'll be done with it. I could gravel the lot a little bit, and I ain't gonna be good about maintaining my grass, and they end up here every now and then over high grass.
That ain't gonna solve anything.
Well, here's the thing, why can't I set up my mobile home first of all? That's not my mobile home yet, but it's very well soon going to be.
We're going to work that out today. Okay, so I understand that you're,
My mother that's disabled lives in one of my homes in Charleston. I made to put a mobile home in there and move her down there, and I get told that I can set my mobile home.
well, here's the deal.
They're gonna work that out for you today.
Yeah. Yeah, you and I are going to work that out. Now, there's been talk about a mobile home lease community and all that stuff. Nobody's telling you can't do that. You just got to go through the site plan process and get a permit, okay? We're going to get your permit taken care of for this single mobile home for your employee that owns the mobile home.
Well, I don't know if I'm self-employed now, I'm getting all these offers, and I'm going to have to thank y'all for turning me down, so we'll see. Yeah, but I'm at 90,000 now.
Yeah.
I've got an investment guy here behind me, I don't know if you'd be interested in that lot. And I've got 3 other ones I'm waiting here to buy.
Yeah. This thing's kind of snowballed, but we're going to try to get it taken care of, okay? And that's that. But again, that's not for this board, that's for you and I to talk about in the plan. What about as far as Daea is concerned, board, what do we have to say? It looks like he's done everything we've asked him to do.
Yeah, from our standpoint, I motion to drop the case.
Can you make a motion to dismiss?
I second it.
We got a motion and a second. There you go.
They have 2 names for when I leave here.
Donnie, don't put a hog farm there.
Well, there's permitting for that too.
Jordan. Jordan.
That's Jordan answers to me, so anything you need to talk about, you need to talk to me and not her, okay?
The lady from Palestine, she wished not to be anonymous. What's her name?
Did
I
she,
don't get on Facebook or nothing. Last time I was over there, I think I was on there an hour and a half. I had over 1 million hits on this fire. So, I don't want to get on Facebook, but I want some money. Just don't know where it's going to go. And my wife don't, we don't have enough, I drove up to the project. I drove up to it. I don't want to ride my Ford for it, right on the other 2 steps there. But I don't feel like I'm being pushed by Richard Cobblestone. The next time it goes up, I might change these to these, I make the love house and Cobblestone love house.
Well, whatever you decide.
I'll go off, I can build on it.
Right, whatever you decide to do, you just need to have an open discussion with us.
There we go again, she come and called me and asked me 2 or 3 times to present y'all with the letter of what when it's going to be done. I'm under the permit to fill the land in, once it's filled in, I can do anything. I don't know what I'm going to do.
Well, you can just, okay, you can do anything, but you still got to have your permits. It's not like, well, if you're talking about a lease community for a mobile home, you got to have a permit for that. Okay, I'm just saying that's what you've said, and we've heard other people that have come to us and said that you told them you were going to do that. I'm not going to get into an argument. That's something for you and I to talk about in my office. So,
You also heard
Right.
the storage yard from my construction. I can do that next Saturday and be done with this land, we'll plan it.
Yeah.
I can put me in the gate, and where nobody steals my junk, of course, I don't think they're stealing after the windows knocked out the truck. But, I can be done with it.
then Donnie, if it's not, you just stop, just stop.
I'll be honest, I'm a little bit sideways here.
we'll get it worked out.
Keith Gardner, we're gonna put his roof on today, he's in a hurry. For some reason, he thinks it's gonna rain, and it will rain anytime soon.
Well, tell Ken I said hi. Go up there, put his roof on, this is
Chuck
dry.
Onion told me to tell you that.
Who?
Chuck Onion.
Oh, I know them guys. Settle down. We'll get her done. We'll take care, they're gonna take care of it here, so it's been this
Well, here's the
way.
thing, I don't care to give you money, I'll give you money to set the mobile home up, and don't belong to me. I've been trying to do it several times, but.
That's all right.
I'm gonna give you kind of money for you, but I may not do it. I ain't really my plan at this point.
Well, you get the permit, and then you've got the option to do it. You plan to, then you,
Permit for 4 of them or 3.
well, now, you can't,
And I don't know if I'm gonna do none of it.
if you do that, that requires the site plan process, which means you'd have to hire an engineer to do the site plan for a lease community. So that's a different permit. Putting one home there, I know you can afford it, putting one home there for your employee to live in, who's going to set it up himself and live in it, that's one thing. But then if you plan to do a lease community, that's a whole other deal. Okay, we can take care of this single mobile home right now. Okay, it's just,
How many
Any further development on that then you have to come back to us, so.
How many mobile homes are you planning to, or potentially going to put on here? Because if you go past 3, once you go to 4,
They're going to be the nicest mobile homes you've ever seen, it's all the way underground. I hope to not have to do all that work, it's going to be 3 or 4.
Okay.
And somebody on the far end here last time I was down here.
That was me.
Informed me that I had to do a mobile home license. I've had many licenses in my lifetime.
if you go 4 or more, then you need to get a permit from the health department.
The mobile homes over 57,000 a year, I think, profit off of it. And I ran about 2 of them, not counting the one that's sitting there. But I can sell them tomorrow. I don't know that I'm going to do this.
Okay.
You know, with these offers coming in, and with the aggravation, it'd just be too easy to just move all my stuff down there. My wife would be taken to death.
It may work out great for you.
Don't put junk down there, because then it comes to the sheriff's office.
Don't put what?
Don't
be right
put junk,
back here.
don't put junk vehicles down there, because then it becomes my problem.
Well, they're off-road vehicles, They're off-road vehicles. So.
You know what to do. Thank you for coming.
Okay, yeah, Jordan, what's the one's name you call it?
Here's the complaint.
Oh, I'm.
Yeah, we know you can't keep it, it's mine.
Okay, where's that? Here, I ain't got my glasses. Robin Matson?
I gave Kirsten your number yesterday.
Well, the same again, put 12 loads in last
Said
time.
the same thing about you.
So I'm gonna assume again, grass ain't gonna grow rest this year, so if I put a couple more loads in there within the next 90 days, I won't have to come back down.
If-
And I really don't want to push it.
I'll volunteer this. Jordan, if there's another problem with Donnie, let me know, and I'll call him myself.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, and how long is it permitted for mobile home?
Let's see, for a mobile home, it's 2 years.
2 years.
2 years, yeah. 2 years, yeah. Right.
Thank you.
See you.
Hey, are you gonna, give me a call later in the day or something, we'll get things worked out.
I'll be up 10 to the bar, Carl.
Well, call me as soon as you can.
Yeah,
All
I'll
right.
get in there soon.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So item number 2 is Daea case 2025-12. This is located at 2408B Shaw Lane in Hurricane. The board voted to forward this matter to the county commission due to lack of progress and contact from the landowner at the last meeting. The landowner was notified of that decision and contacted staff to explain that he'd attempted to attend a meeting in August and it was canceled, and he wasn't aware of the September meeting, so we put it back on our agenda for today. The landowner, the tenant of this property came by the office this morning and supplied photos of the issues that have been corrected at the property. So there is no longer any debris. The fence has a new gate on it and the windows have been secured. I did not have enough time to print the photo off, but I have a picture of it on my phone if you'd like to see it, but it has been resolved.
You're the one that sees them, so does it meet the,
It looks better.
The fence is fixed and the debris is gone, so all of the points of the complaint have been
I'll make
addressed.
a motion to dismiss this case.
I second that notion.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Item number 3 on our agenda is Daea case 2025-16. This one's located at 7335 and 7361 Winfield Road in Winfield. The landowner stated in an email that the grass had been mowed and the ditch had been cleared and removal of the vegetation was ongoing and arrangements were being made to haul the cars. That email was yesterday, and this morning, Mr. Call drove by the house and has confirmed that the older vehicles have been removed and the vegetation has been even further remedied since the pictures in the slideshow. And this morning, it actually looks as though they have satisfied the complaint on this property as well.
Yeah, if anybody wants to see, I've got some photos that are a day newer than what you have on your iPads, and they've made a lot of progress in 24 hours.
I drove by there yesterday and noticed a big difference.
Now, just the only thing I see is that the outbuilding Either it doesn't have a door, or the door is wedged open towards the interior. I don't know. But the house itself, they all seem secure. The overgrown vegetation is gone.
Are these two separate
I don't
houses?
see any junk cars. Yeah, the junk cars are gone.
I think this one's
Only thing is there
okay.
appear to be two
Is this one
operable
really?
automobiles and an operable tractor.
They took everything away.
That's an old cellar there. Make a motion, we dismiss this.
I'll second that motion.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay. So our fourth item is Daea Case 2025-19. This property is located at 34 Davy Crockett Lane in Hurricane. The landowner was present at our last meeting, and the board voted to monitor for visible progress in 30 days. The most recent pictures taken did not show any visible progress at that property.
And he's not going to.
No,
If
they
you
just
remember,
don't have
he-
enough land for the amount of stuff they have.
And again, I mean, I've documented this exact condition for over 2 years on the same case. I'm going to motion to send this to commission and see what they can do with it.
I second that motion.
Have a motion, have a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay. Item number 5 is Daea Case 2025-20, located at 153 LaRue Lane in Hurricane. The landowner was notified of the Daea case via certified mail on August 20th and has not contacted staff regarding a cleanup plan or a timeline. The complainant was present at the last meeting, but it was within the 30-day period given for the landowner's response, so a decision was not made at that time. It appears there's been no progress, and like I said, no contact either.
So they have received a green card?
Yep.
But just no, they haven't reached out?
Destiny is, I know the main complaint relative to this property is the leaking septic. Is that legit?
It has been, supposedly she has made repairs, and I need to go back out and conduct another dye test, but they were self-repairs, so, like, I don't know if she used the right piping, the same piping, the primer, the glue, so I need to go back out and conduct another dye test to see if it's still leaking on, like, the outlet side of the tank.
Might it be prudent to review this at our next meeting after you have made your review?
I'm sorry.
Might it be prudent to review this at our next meeting after you've made your visit?
Yeah, we can do that.
You think about that,
Make a
Sheriff?
motion, we table this to the next meeting.
Second that motion.
Have a motion, have a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
I will say on this case, the 2 times that me and Micah have been up there in the past several months, the trailer of trash has had different items on it. So it's going somewhere. And then there was other trash on it the next time we went up. So hopefully it did something legal with it.
This is a neighbor dispute that's been going on
Yeah.
for years.
Oh, yeah, there's a lot of history with.
And they don't have active trash service either. So if it, I mean, with, again, the trailer, they're hauling it off at least at some point in time.
But don't they have, I mean, even if they're doing their own trash disposal, they gotta have receipts for landfill?
If there's a complaint wise, yeah, if I follow with it.
Okay. All right. Item number 6 is Daea Case 205-22, located at 139 Tiger Lane in Scott Depot. A certified letter of notice was delivered on August the 27th. The landowner has not contacted staff regarding a plan of action or a timeline for cleanup. The yard was mowed after the complaint was received by the landowner, but they did not contact our office. And so there's been no remedy to the actual structure being open.
I'm sorry, did you say they did contact us?
No, No,
have
they
not.
got their notice. It's been 30 days. They went and mowed. They did not contact staff, and they did not secure the structure.
Right, so, yeah, there's an open door, there's open windows on the storage building.
A motion to forward this to county commission.
I'll second that.
Under discussion, Gordon, I've never seen your letter, but in that, it states that they are required to respond to you, correct? Or
Yes.
to your office, correct?
Yeah, I recently updated the letter to add that information in bold in 2 places because it wasn't that clear, so.
Okay.
But I will confirm, hold on, let me make sure they got the updated letter for that. It's this one. No, this one does not state clearly that it is 30 days. So if you would like, I can absolutely just issue another one.
Since it's apparent that they did receive something
Yeah,
and made some corrective action, I would ask you to move your motion to rescind the letter.
Okay.
I'll reverse my motion and motion to forward a new letter to this resident stating the required timeframe.
Thank you.
And then we'll review at the next meeting. Okay.
And to be reviewed at the next meeting.
And I'll second that notion.
Have a motion and a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
okay. So then that's all for old business, so we'll get into the new business now. Our first item is Daea case 2025-23. This one is located at 35 First Avenue North in Hometown. The complaint was filed September 2nd regarding an abandoned house. The landowners were notified via certified mail and came to the office for some clarification to figure out what needed to be done with that. They were directed to provide a written plan of action and timeline for cleanup. I have not yet received that, but they are here today to speak.
Thank you all for coming.
Thank you, good morning.
All right, if you would, state your name and your address.
I'm Ann Wilkinson. My address is 156 Ferry Street, Linville. Okay, so, anyway, I would like to start off by saying that I was born in hometown, I was raised in hometown, my elderly parents are still in hometown. I was actually there for probably about the last 8 years. So drove around hometown. Hometown's got a lot of problems. Sheriff Eggleton, you'll know crime, huge. So we've only owned this property since last November, and we have a great vision for this property. I know the pictures look terrible, but I don't know if you're interested. I'll just kind of describe. The property was horrible. There were couches, mattresses, debris, trash bags upon trash bags. So we have actually done a lot of work on that property. We've hauled out, dump trailers full of trash. So we've done a good bit. My 81-year-old dad, if you had seen the inside, it looked like something off a hoarder show. The trash piled up this high. And not to sound mean, but he's very energetic and loves to do it. But he's cleared out a lot of that house. So we have done a great deal of work. We are very motivated to clean the property because I would love to see hometown cleaned up in more ways than just the physical cleanup, but we are very motivated. We didn't really do a written plan yet because, I would like to know what the expectations are obviously to get it cleared up, but we're a two-man crew, and, we just kind of want to see what your expectations are. We are very motivated to work with you all to get this because that is our ultimate vision, to see the property. It's riverfront property. It can be beautiful, and eventually it will be.
One of the issues that we will have is things are cost prohibitive. We don't have heavy equipment, and it's more than just vegetation with that house. Our initial thought was to actually renovate the home, once we got in there, but under all the garbage, everything has to come out, and it's a double wide, so by the time we rebuild it, it's just cost prohibitive to put a lot of money, continue to put a lot of money into that property, and then try to build on top of it, which would put our housing costs way above, the area. So, like you said, it's coming down to the two of us, and we're trying to figure out ways to keep the vegetation. We actually knocked down a lot of that vegetation and cut down trees and all that, and it just grew up over the summer.
Well, and that has been, my 81-year-old father has been going down there, you might be able to see all the pictures, the grass is actually mowed around it, so he has been trying to do the best he can to help with that.
Are there two houses on the property?
Yes.
There's an old, store.
Well, it was back when my dad grew up there in the 40s and 50s, that block building was a store, and people lived in the back, so it's a store/residence, and then people did live in it in the 80s. It's been abandoned for years. This property's been in really bad shape for many years, but there's that block building up there.
That's
and
in
then
the front.
there's a double wide behind it,
Okay.
yeah.
And it was, this property was in worse condition than it was occupied.
You're exactly right, it was. I'll help you out here. First and foremost, I truly believe that hometown can be and should be a nice place. A lot of riverfront property over there that should be. Crime I'll brag on my people, crime in hometown is down 40% in the last 3 years.
It's
Okay,
down 40%.
40%. And
I think
that
one
calls for,
person that is
yeah.
not there now might hopefully help.
calls for service are down 40% in the hometown, so that's a good thing for landowners. The vegetation growing up over there is a lot of vines, poison ivy, and stuff like that. You can go to a Tractor Supply or something like that, and they sell a sprayable that will kill everything on that house. Okay, that'll do so. And also, and also with that being said, that property is worth more vacant than it is with us. And I know that's cost prohibitive also. Yeah, I was down in hometown Monday, drove by and noticed that there had been some mowing the grass and stuff like that, and we appreciate them. And this board is not here to push anybody. Don't get us wrong. We're here to make the county go.
What we may be able to do, and I'll give you my contact information, is we've got, there are demolition contractors in the area that are very easy to work with and very good pricing on certain things as well. And I might be able to get you in contact with some of them to be able to maybe work that out to where you all can make a plan of action on demolition and get something started. I mean, again, we're not here to push you to, we're not asking you to go tear it down tomorrow. But that way you can at least make a plan of action for yourselves. Since you are doing it yourselves, you can work it out and make sure the finances line up on the backside of it as well. But I know a lot of these contractors that they'll do things at a really good rate, and they're able to do everything in-house with asbestos testing and things like that, because you do have to worry about testing for abatement and things like that before you do demolition for EPA and stuff like that too. But we're happy. We've got tons of contacts in that area. I'm happy to help with that as well. So.
Well, that was one reason why we wanted to come here.
Oh, yeah.
To see what, how you guys would help us. It's a whole lot of that lifestyle.
Exactly. There you go.
If you'll notice in some of the in the block building, there's a broken window in the front. Of course, the overgrown vegetation that's taking over, and the structures need to be secure, so folks can't get in and out of them. Boarded up, and
Especially the front window on that building.
get rid of that
side.
overgrown vegetation, best you can,
Yeah,
until you decide what you're going to do.
We'll be able to do more work once the leaves drop. We can get in there, and the backyard's a mess. There's some giant trees that are rotten. They're going to fall over.
Go to Tractor Supply, go to Tractor Supply, they have a total vegetation to the red bottom.
Yeah.
Okay, spray all that, it'll kill it in about 3 days, and then take some plywood and board up those places until you can move forward, keep the grass mowed, and you won't hear from it. Correct about that?
Absolutely.
Unless you need help and you need to ask us stuff. We're happy to help.
And there's a few gentlemen that, as Mr. Renata was talking about, who do demolition work, as he said, asbestos testing as well at a very fair price.
So for now, we just want to try to get the vegetation cleared. It's a, we'll work with us as far as the gradual.
You board it up and get the vegetation taken care of,
Okay.
and I think that's the complaint in itself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if you do that,
Vegetation, and
Yeah.
we'll get your contacts. Okay.
All right. Well, thank y'all very much for coming.
Thank you.
And we actually, October 16th, oh, God, I don't even work on my calendar. Are there any tires on the property? Have you found any tires randomly?
We haven't made it that far. There's car parts in the backyard overgrown, so, we slowly bring it out.
Well, and that stuff,
We haven't.
yeah, well, once the vegetation is taken care of, I have probably 10 or 15, I call them Scrapper Joes. They'll come out and take anything that's scrappable, metal-wise, haul it off the property, get it out of your way for free. They keep the money from that item, of course. Exactly. So, but the first Saturday every month, if you ever find tires right down here at Payne's Produce, we do tire collection. You can bring them to me for free. It's 9 to 1 that Saturday. The second Saturday, if you need any branch or any brush chipped up, over at Hurricane at the recycling center, we do chipper day from 9 to 1, where I have the giant wood chipper, and I'll take all brush, anything like that, any overgrown stuff that you can't burn. I'll take it and chip it up that day. And then also on the 16th of this month, we have a cleanup in Rock Branch, right there at the industrial park. And you can bring any household garbage, any garbage waste, things like that, excess, to that for free. I'll be there from 9 to 1 that day, and it's as much as you need to bring. It's all for free.
And they don't take the tires and the rings, correct?
No, I cannot take the rims, but I can take the rubber.
Do you have a calendar online?
I do. It's on our social media. I do all the events on there and also on our website. So, but yeah, happy to help any way we can.
And will we follow up with you on another meeting?
Yeah, do we have a motion?
But has there been a actual complaint filed?
Yeah, this came from, there's a gentleman that lives in the area who mailed complaints on 4 properties at the same time, and this was just one of his lists. He did the same thing
I
last
make a
year.
motion, we dismiss this complaint at this time, if you tell me you're going to take care of it.
I couldn't quite hear you, I'm sorry.
I say I'm going to make a motion to dismiss it with the understanding that you're going to make those corrective actions.
Okay, and I'll go out and review within the month, and then if the agreement that we've just made here is not done, then we'll reopen.
Revisit it. Okay? Is that fair?
Yes.
I'll second.
Keep up that crime fighting hometown.
Yeah, we'll try.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
We got a motion and a second, and everybody's aye. Okay. It's hard to hear.
All right, our second case is Daea case 2025-24, located at 61 4th Avenue South in Hometown. Complaint was filed September 2nd regarding an abandoned house being used for drug activity. This was a Daea case last year, which was dismissed as P&J Properties cooperated to remove the vegetation and board the windows last time this came about. The certified letter was delivered to the landowner, and they just recently submitted progress photos via email and requested that the case be closed again as they've gone and taken care of the vegetation.
What's their plan?
Last year, it very directly told to me that they were planning to renovate this house and rent it, but they have not done so yet.
No, I'm not. We cannot drop the case and then just keep flashing back up like this. We need a plan of action from them on a correction, not only to this, but long-term succession of making sure this does not show back up every year on our case. This is what's the problem with all these property owners coming in here, buying these properties up. They're just going to be wasting our time and you all's time going out to have to take these pictures and follow up with all this stuff.
Make a motion, we'll move this to the commission.
I'll second that motion happily.
Have a motion, have a second. All in favor, say aye.
Because I too visited this property when I first started at the health department.
And let me know when it's on the agenda and I'll
Okay, it'll just be a couple weeks, first Tuesday.
At
Yeah,
least you guys got to cut the
yeah,
grass.
second Tuesday.
Yeah, I mean, the grass is cold, that's great, but, I mean, it's
Right.
just gonna
It's not
happen.
helping the area, just
Yeah.
to mow the grass with still a dilapidated structure.
Basically, you're looking for a long-term plan to maintain the property so it doesn't get
Like if-
Daea level every
Yeah.
few months.
Yeah, it's, I mean, there needs to be something done here. Either whether it's fixing up the house and renting it out, or, well, that's,
Something.
yeah, something's gonna be done, sell it, I don't know.
Okay. Did the motion carry?
It did.
It did, okay, sorry. It's exciting conversation. All right, number 3 is Daea case 2025-25. This one's located at 5386 Charleston Road in Bancroft. The complaint was filed September 2nd regarding abandoned property. The certified letter of notice was delivered on September 15th, and the landowner went to the property and took care of the overgrown vegetation and submitted those photos via email and requested the case be closed.
Who's the landowner?
Same one.
Same one. I make a motion to move that to the commission.
I'll second the motion.
Have a motion, have a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay. Item number 4 is Daea case 2025-26, located at 165 Poplar Drive in Scott Depot. The complaint was filed September 5th regarding an abandoned and dilapidated mobile home and the lot being overgrown. The inspection found the structure is unsecure and the vegetation is overgrown, and a certified letter of notice was mailed. We received that green card yesterday, so they do have 30 days to respond. They have not yet, but we can discuss this next time. Our next one is Daea case 2025-27, located at 91 Paradise Lane in Liberty. This complaint was filed August 27th regarding trash and debris on the property. The inspection found clutter outside the mobile home, not necessarily unlike what else is on the street. A certified letter of notice was delivered on September 19th. The landowner has not contacted staff yet, but they do have until October 19th to respond. So we should be able to move on that next time. And our last agenda item is Daea case 2025-28, located at 169 Paradise Lane in Liberty. The complaint was filed August 27th regarding dilapidated property. The inspection found a dilapidated mobile home with possible junk or abandoned vehicles and overgrown vegetation. The certified letter of notice was delivered on September 19th. The landowner has not yet contacted staff, but they do have until October 19th to respond. So we should, again, be able to make a motion on that at our next meeting.
If they do reach out, tell them about time collection. I'll see some time.
Okay. Let me just make a note.
I know I'm slowly hitting all the dwellings on Paradise Lane for a septic check. It seems like I keep constantly getting calls about that area.
Okay.
Not sure how I'm going to check what used to be the Paradise Inn, but, because it's way over a steep embankment, like,
But this is right off of Bowles Ridge.
yep.
And I've visited this gentleman before, advised him, the car's got to go.
Well, I had a septic complaint and then called him and I said, I'm shocked at all the refuge, debris, and trash out here.
And I was like, I know, I've been there. Not nothing to do about it.
Yeah, I even sent one of the guys that I know that take junk vehicles down there, and he's like, no, I'm not. It's one of those cases where you like, kind of stuck, you know?
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I've offered, scrappers to that place as well, and they're just not, no one's willing to.
I'll never understand keeping old vehicles like that. It just blows my mind. It's a West Virginia thing, you know, never sell your old junk car, just park it in the front yard.
Yep. Might fix it up one day.
Make a motion, we adjourn.
Second?
Second to adjourn.